Hey guys, it's Nitin here, and this is the Ultimate Merch Organizer, a Windows app that I created to use myself to manage all my merch t-shirts and pop sockets, and now I've made it available for everyone else. So using this app is very simple, as you're about to learn, but you will see just how powerful it is. So before I go through my workflow of how I create a t-shirt, I just wanted to show you, as you can see here, that this software lets you organize your shirts and pop sockets in folders and subfolders. Now there's no limit to how many folders and subfolders you can create, so you can go as deep as you want. Alright, let's get started. So I'm going to take you through the workflow that I use to create a t-shirt design. So my first step is to decide on the topic of the design. Now, I know from experience that mom t-shirts, and especially Mama Bear, sell really well. But I need to come up with the title, the bullet, and the description. And for that, I'm going to use the Merch Suggest tool that's built into this application. Okay, so the intro portion of the video was actually scripted, as you probably guessed. And now this is all ad-lib, right? So just bear with me. I'm going to show you how this works. So the first thing, as I suggested, is that we have this Merch Suggest, and this tool will enable you to search on Amazon and get some ideas for your t-shirts. Okay, so I'm just going to type in Mama Bear t-shirts. Okay, and click the search. Now a couple of browser windows are going to show up just like you see in here. This is part of the automation, and you can see down here that they've been minimized. So leave them minimized, don't touch them, and you can see here that the automation is going out to Amazon, and it's bringing down t-shirts with the keyword Mama Bear t-shirts. And down here you can see that how many t-shirts it's already downloaded. Okay, so while this is downloaded, actually what I'd like to show you is that it gives you the bestseller ranking, gives you the BSR in other categories, gives you the rating here, the reviews. So there's a lot of really useful information for each t-shirt that you can see over here. And then it gives you the bullets and the description, the ASIN. And what I also do is I extract all the keywords from the listing and I put them in here. But as you can see, that you can click on any listing while it's searching, and you can see the title, the bullets, a little image. You can also see the rating here and the number of reviews. Not all listings have the description defined, but that's just the way it is. That's the way the listing was created. And over here you can see that we have all the keywords that were extracted from this particular listing, and it also shows you the frequency of that keyword. So this is something that, you know, it's kind of useful. You might find it very useful, and you can even sort by clicking on frequency like this. So you can see that the word mama was repeated 3 times inside this listing. Okay, so we've already downloaded 52 listings, so I'm just going to click on stop. You can keep going if you want, and it'll just say search completed. Now before I go on, I just want to mention that once you've done your research and you've downloaded the listings, you don't need to keep doing this. You can actually save them to the database. So there's a built-in database that will actually save all these listings for you. So what I do is I basically do my research, I get my listings, and then I just click on save items to database. And when I do that, all this information gets saved to the database. Okay, and the next time you want to find this information, all you have to do is pick the database as the search, and you click on the you select your search criteria, and then you can click on search, and it will give you the complete listing back. But anyway, I just wanted to show you some of these listings. So you can click on this and you can see some information here. And the main thing to do is, if you're going to create a Mama Bear t-shirt, you want some ideas, right? So let's just go down here and let's see if I see something that I like. Actually, I like this t-shirt. It's got a lot of description built in, and you can see that, you know, there's a lot of keywords here as well. Okay, so I'm going to use this as a for the description of my t-shirt, right? So what I want to do is I want to kind of just copy all this information into a text pad. So you want to click on the all checkbox and then just click on copy, and what that will do is put everything in the clipboard that you need, and then you can go to a text pad and Control V, or you can right click and then say paste. Now I'm using Notepad++, which is a free tool, and you can download the same. So you can see here that the whole listing information got saved here. Now what you want to do is, of course you don't want to copy this, but this is just to give you some idea and some keywords. So given this, you want to come up with your own descriptions and bullets and the title as well. I'm just going to use the same thing because I'm just giving you a demonstration, but what I do is I use a tool like this. So let's say I'll take this this description, then I'm going to go to a tool like Spinbot, and that's spinbot.com, and then just paste what you have, and then you click on I'm not a robot, and then you click on go. And what this does is it kind of rewrites the paragraph that you entered. It will rewrite that paragraph, and what you want to do is basically copy this, bring it into your text, paste it, and then kind of go through it, and maybe, you know, it'll give you some ideas of some of the wording that you can use, right? So you want to rewrite this. I'm not going to worry about rewriting this right now, but I'm just going to use the text as is because I want to just demonstrate. All right, so we'll go back here. We're just going to click on exit because we've done our research, and then, you know, we're just going to exit here. All right. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create my t-shirt design. So let's just put that design in this example folder which I created, right? So I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to enter saying add t-shirt, and then I'm just going to take the title from here, Control C to copy, Control V, and then bullet 1. So I'm just going to go take this. Of course you're not going to copy this, and by the way, just want to mention that Amazon does not like things like machine washable, all this kind of information. You cannot put satisfaction guaranteed, you can't put anything like that, because if you do, then your t-shirt is going to be rejected. And of course the larger size and anything like this you cannot use. Okay, you can just use generic words and optimize your listing, and maybe I'll create another video that shows you how to create an optimized list, but for now I'm just going to do a quick demo. Okay, so I'm going to take this as it is, Control C, and then over here I'm just going to Control V, paste that. Let me just go copy, paste, and the next one I'm going to go copy, and paste. I think here paste, sorry, yeah, so Control C. Let me just do that again, Control C, and then Control V here to paste. I think it's because it's 256 characters only, right? So I think there's more than 256. So I'm just going to take this, this one, Control C and Control V here. Yep. And yeah, so just make sure that the number of characters, they give you the characters, how many you've used, and you know how many is allowed. And you can, I don't think there's anything else you can use here. For the description, I'm just going to take this alternative, Control copy, and then here I'm just going to say Control V for paste. The other thing you can do is you can capitalize every single letter if you want to by clicking on this icon, and it will kind of capitalize for you. Something I like to do, but that's just entirely up to you. The next thing is to upload your image. So I've already created an image and I'm just going to upload that image. Okay, and you can't see it because it's on a transparent background and it's white text. So I provided this little feature that you can put it on a white background. So you can see here a very simple Mama Bear t-shirt, and trust me, these kind of designs do sell. So you know, you don't need to create something really fancy. All you need to do is come up with a different font, and you'll be surprised how, you know, how many people just, you know, buy a t-shirt just because of the font. Okay, so this is just to show you that, you know, there's a design here, but technically it's a transparent background with white text. Okay, all right, so here comes the fun. Right now you've got all this stuff, and then, you know, you can have a brand name here. If you don't like the brand name, you can add a brand name. So I'm just going to click on that, and I'm just going to type in Mama Tees or something like that. Okay, that already exists. So Mama Tees, something like this. All right, Mama Tees. So this is your brand. You can check this. So all this information here is just, you know, tracked. There's no real automation right now. Maybe I'll automate this in the future, but let's say that, you know, for these kind of t-shirts, I would recommend dark heather and black. Those things tend to work, so just stick to those two. A big mistake that people make is, you know, they'll just, you know, just because Amazon allows you to specify multiple colors, they're just going to maximize on the color, and honestly, that's a bad idea. Okay, so just like 80% of the t-shirts that are sold on Amazon, from my research, has been basically black t-shirts with a white text. Those are the ones that are the most popular, and dark heather is another color that is kind of popular. So I just select these two in most of the ones I do. Okay, so here is the cool part of the automation, right? You want to upload this t-shirt, right? So you want to go to your merch account. So you click on this synchronization icon, and you'll see that the first time you use this, it's going to tell you that, you know, I need to open an automation browser, and you'll need to log in. Okay, so click OK, and you'll see the automation browser show up. Okay, so here you need to basically log in. So I'm just going to log in. Okay, so here I am in my merch account, and you want to click on, actually you don't need to click on create. Now that you're in your merch account, all you need to do is basically go back to your screen here, and then you click on this icon here. So this actually clicks on the create automatically, and as you can see, it's going to automatically, hopefully it'll scroll down, and you can see here that it's entered your information. Okay, there is a little bit of information which didn't get copied, which is this one here. I'm not sure why, but it's very easy. You could just see that this is option 2. All you need to do is click on this copy, or you can highlight and copy as well, but I've given you a copy button. You click on that, you come here, and then you say paste. Okay, So you can do that. So I've provided a little bit of automation. By the time you see this video, hopefully I'll have fixed up the kinks, but you can see here my brand design title is there. Now all you need to do is upload the design. So before you do that, you come back here, go to the top, and then you click this little icon here. So you right click, sorry, and then you say copy folder location. So we'll copy this like this, and then when we come here, we click on this. You can, down here, you can just say paste, and then you can click on open. So basically what we did was we took the file and the full path of the file, and we just pasted it there, so you don't have to go looking for the file again. This thing tracks, this will track the actual design, and then you can copy the folder path to the file, and then you see it here. Now we have several designs here. I'm just going to go up to select a product, and usually what I do is I just do standard premium. I don't do v-necks, long t-shirt and sweatshirt. So you can do these, but once again you need to kind of do your research and see what's selling. For now I'm just going to do this long sleeve and then premium. So I'm just going to do standard t-shirts and premium. I'll click on continue, and anything which is not grayed out like this are actually they're available. So what you want to do is click on edit, and like I mentioned before, you see a whole bunch of info. So obviously this t-shirt is for ladies, so we want to just select ladies, and then I'm going to uncheck all this, and I'm just going to leave my black and my black dark heather selected. Remember, every single one of these colors become a design that people can choose, and sometimes that's not the greatest thing. Okay, for the UK, I just leave the default prices. You can play with the price if you want to. I'm going to leave that. You see the estimation here, it's $5.23. So if you want to track that, you can just come back here and you could say $5.23 here, and then here is $19.99, right? So just something that you can track. Okay, now that you've done that, you just basically come down here and then you hit the review, and what that will do is it will actually, so let's just go ahead and do that. I'll click review, I'll say submit, okay, and then you can see that your designs are here, right? So this is the designs that you did for the Amazon.com market and the UK market. Now it's under review, so when you come back, you can maybe in half an hour or so, I don't think it takes too long, you can come back, and then you can you can check the progress of that. If you want to track the status here, I usually don't worry too much about that, but you can track it here. You can say it's I think it's under review, so you can do that as well if you want to, and that's about it, right? And that's it. So you can keep this window open if you want to do more designs. You don't need to close it down, because the automation is going to use the same window. So for example, if I want to just pretend this is a second design, I want to click on this, it's gonna take me through to the it's gonna automate this as well. Okay, and then down here you in a couple of seconds it should scroll down and start filling out all this info. Not sure why this is not being filled out, but hopefully by the time you see this video I'll have fixed this anyway. Alright, so that's that. I'm not going to upload this design again. I'm just going to shut this down, and I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger. So that's basically it. That's the tool. Just a couple of things I want to show you before I go. The one is the manage exclude keywords. So what this is that, you know, when you're doing the listing and I extract all the keywords, there's a lot of these keywords that you know, are not real keywords, and you can set up this list of keywords. And if you want to add more, you can add more by, you know, specifying another word here, or and by the way, it's not going to let you add duplicates. So if I type in add, it's already there. I click on add, it's going to say the keyword's already there. And the main use of this is if I go back to, let's say, merge suggest, and if you remember, I saved all that stuff in the database. So here I'm just going to choose database, and I'm going to type in mama, and I'm going to click on search, and you can see here that it's already brought down the 47, right, that we selected. Now you see here, I'll just demonstrate. Let's say that you go to one of the designs, right? Just gonna make that a little bit bigger so you can see. Let's say you go to a design like this, right? And you look in the keywords and you see a keyword that you just, you know, you don't want that to be a keyword. So you can scroll down and let's just say, let's just pretend that you don't want this to be a keyword, this to be a keyword, this to be a keyword. This is definitely not a keyword. So you can select that and just click on exclude checked keywords. And it's going to say, are you sure you want to exclude these keywords? You click yes. And now these keywords have been added into the keyword list. So if you come back here, they are actually excluded in here. If you typed in, remember we selected all these, right? So you can see that here. So this is just a way to kind of you know, strip out all the unnecessary words, so you end up with a good list. Now this is good for all the listings now, right? So every time you click on a listing, the algorithm basically will extract these keywords from scratch. Okay, so you know, it'll give you that benefit. And then you can scroll up and you can say, okay, I don't want inside to be a keyword, turn to be a keyword. I'm just going to exclude them, and then they won't be included in the next one. So basically that is the tool. And oh, and one more thing. Let's say that you don't have Chrome browser installed, which I highly recommend because it's the best browser on the market. You can select from preferences for the automation. You can select Google Chrome or Firefox. Those are the two browsers that are supported by this app. Internet Explorer, in my opinion, is the worst browser out there, and a lot of this automation has difficulty, so I'm not including that, and I never will. So if you don't use Firefox or Google Chrome, then you know you're kind of stuck. But there you have it. All right, that's the video, and I hope you enjoyed the video and the demonstration, and I hope you like the ultimate merch organizer.